I'm your host of the Must Locum 23. You're joining me for It Lives in the Woods, Chapter 16, In Memoriam. 1 year later. Now playing as Lily, the sunlight warms her face through the window of the coffee shop. You set down the book you've been reading and lean your head against the window, smiling a little to yourself. Lily? I said, here's your cocoa, silly. Brittany puts the cup down in front of you and kisses the top of your head. What has gotten into you today? You're so spacey. Sorry, I was just lost in thought. A moment of silence passes between you. You avoid her gaze and take a sip from your cup. Lil. She covers your hand with hers, and you finally meet her gaze. She bites her lip. I know what today is. Brett. I'm honestly fine. I know it's a stressful day, but for all of us, but I got my friends and I've got you. I'm gonna be okay. Brittany squeezes your hand, smiling. I know you are. You're my tough cookie. And I'll be with you the whole time. Brittany leans over the table, softly pressing her lips to yours. Minty. Let out a little laugh and squeeze her hand back. Yeah, today's gonna be a breeze, no sweat. Atta girl. Brittany grins before turning her attention to the window. You take a sip of your peppermint cocoa and try to relax. Oh, God. Would you look at that? You turn to look out the window. What? I don't see anything. Oh, hello? Fashion tragedy at 10 o'clock? Come on. Remember we talked about if you can't say something nice. Lily, be fair. She's wearing leg warmers. Who could say anything nice about that? You could, if you tried. But... Brett? Okay, at least her haircut's nice, I guess. She grumbles to herself. Her brow furrowed. Makes you smile. I appreciate you trying. She shrugs. Anything for you. Besides, it's not like it's that hard. Being nice, I mean. It's kind of, just being mean in reverse. You start laughing mid-sip, almost spitting out your coca. Being mean in reverse. Sure, we'll go with that's genius. No, you know what? No, that makes no sense. What? It totally makes sense. Instead of telling someone their hair looks terrible, I say it looks not terrible. You laugh again, and soon Brittany starts laughing too. When you quiet, Brittany's watching you. What? Brittany laughs again and kisses your hand. I honestly love you. Brittany. I figure it's been a year of this, so I love you too. Really? Really? I was just waiting for the right time to... Brittany cuts you off with a sudden kiss. Sorry, you were saying? I honestly can't remember. She sits back, taking a sip from her coffee without letting go of your hand. Oh, now that girl's killing it. I want to knock her out and steal her boots. Smiling, you pick up your book again and resume reading. Now playing as Andy. A few weeks into the school year, your team is getting ready to play Anderton High. Good hustle on those shooting drills, got everyone? Let's take 5. Let's split into 2 teams for scrimmage. Sure thing, Cap. You ready to get wrecked, Ben? Haha, we'll see about that. While your teammates head over to the bleachers to stretch and grab water, you make your way to the locker room, where you collapse on the bench. Ugh. Double over, both hands clutching your left knee as hot pain stabs through your bones. Damn it! Squeeze your eyes shut, breathing through the clenched teeth until the pain subsides. It's bad today? You jump, looking up to see Tom standing in the doorway. Tom! Yeah, it's bad. Glare down at your knee, the skin a tangle of red, angry scars. 2 surgeries, bunch of titanium screws, physical therapies, and the stupid thing still knocks me on my ass some days. It's not fair. Tom walks over to sit beside you on the bench. So, that's why you're hiding in here? I'm not hiding, I just didn't want anyone to see me. You're right, totally different. Look, I get it, you're freaking out a little. It's your first game since the injury. Plus, you have to repeat senior year because of all the medical leave. Just sucks in general. It's not that. 2 of you sit in silence for a few long moments. Finally, you let out a long sigh. I don't want to lose it all again, you know? Not after everything I did to get here. Training like hell to make the team, putting up with the team ignoring me, Ben being a jerk. Not to mention surviving the homecoming attack. Right? But after all that, it's like I'm even worse than before. How am I supposed to win against Anderton when one bad step can take me from 0 to 10 on a pain scale? Yeah, that does sound like a kind of impossible. Oh wait, you know what I just remembered? Huh? What? Tom reaches over and smacks you lightly on the back of your head. You don't have to win this game by yourself, dummy. I don't know if you're aware, but basketball's one of those team sports. But what if I can't pull my weight? I don't want to hold the team back by limping around the court. Dude, your new training regimen is got us in the first 2 wins this season. We beat Greenville by like 20 points? Even if you don't score a single basket, you've already done more work than the rest of us combined. You don't have to prove anything to these guys. If they can't see you're the best captain this team's ever had, that's their loss. Honestly, a big part of me wants to kick every guy that ever looked at you funny off the team, possibly set them on fire. And people want to think I'm the mean one. But even I can see that they're coming around. You'd see it too if you looked. So, we're gonna get back out there? I mean, if your leg feels okay. Slowly get to your feet, smiling. Yeah, it's actually feeling pretty good. Let's get back to the practice. Aye, aye, Cap. Tom gets up and you follow him out of the locker room. Back on the court, you, Ben, Drew square off against Tom and 2 new freshman players. Too bad you're stuck with the newbies, Tom. Just means it'll be more embarrassing when we crush you. Don't get too cocky. You swipe the ball and start driving towards the basket. Your leg twigs, forcing you to stop. Ow! Wincing, you look around for someone to pass to. Andy, over here! Ben's hands. Pass the ball right into Ben's hands, and he pivots to sink an easy basket. Woo! That's 2-0. Hey, look! Ben actually knows how to count! Ben's eyes burn with rage. He opens his mouth to say something, but then stops himself. You're a real jerk, gang. Takes one to know one. Smirking, Ben scoops up the ball and tosses it to Tom, starting the next round. All right, team, show me what you got. Show me what you're working with. Now playing as Stacy, you rush into the restaurant 5 minutes past when you were supposed to meet Connor and your mom for lunch. You run up to the concierge. Hi, can you point me to... Stace. Waits over to the table in the back. When you approach, he rises to hug you and your mom follows suit. You're late. I know, sorry, one of the girls fell off the balance beams at work and it was a whole mess. Don't apologize, I'm just happy to see you, darling. She kisses both of your cheeks before you pull out the chair next to Connor and take a seat. What did I miss? Nothing much. Mom was going on about her new campaign efforts. Totally missable. Let's see, is that... No. I'm expecting a delivery and it's not here. Your mom shoots Connor a look, but she can't help but smile. Now that you're here, I want to hear about you. How are things going? Things, you mean like... work? Definitely. I hope you inherited your mother's work ethic. I think so. My manager says I'm doing really well, and the girls seem to really love me. I heard they might even offer me a full-time coaching position. Hey, congrats, Stace. Are you sure you have the time for that? These are going to be some very important years for your future, Stacy. I would hate to think you're not going to make the most of them. Mom, all I'm saying is that you're wasting time now. You'll regret in a few years when you're playing catch-up. And all of your peers are passing you by, and... She trails off, her gaze passing between you and Connor. And I'm overstepping again, aren't I? Just a little. It's okay, Mom. No. I said I'd be better about this, and darn it if we Greens can't do anything we set our mind to. I'll drink to that. No, you will not. I'll drink to that on your behalf. You lift your water glass and clink it with Connor's and your mom's. A short while later, you and your family leave the restaurant. I'm stuffed. I need a quick nap when I get home. Stacy, are you riding with your brother? Turn to Connor. If that's okay with him. We haven't had much of a chance to catch up. Sure. We'll see you tonight at the memorial, Mom. She wraps both of you in a hug before walking off to her car. You watch her go. Memorial tonight. Are you sure you're up for this? Honestly, yeah. I was super nervous about it, but now the day is actually here, and I just want to get it over with. After what you guys went through, I think that's fair. What about your research? Any hits? Nada. Dude's a freaking ghost. It's not like the cops will just share info with some rando vigilante. But trust me, when I do find Noah, I'm gonna make him wish he died in those ruins. So far out of the three, she's the only one who still cares. Now playing as Lucas, you listen with rapt attention as your environmental studies professor closes her lecture. Please take note, there's an exhibit on sustainable architecture in the Miller Gallery this week. I encourage you all to go. You raise your hand and the professor nods in your direction. Is going to the exhibit required for this class? It is not, but I do think it would give you some insights on this week's reading. I've also graded your papers from last week. Please come and collect them on your way out. That is all. You join the line of students filing past the table at the front of your hall, grabbing your own essay from the pile. A B minus? You feel your heart starting to race and the paper trembling in your fingers. Quickly stepping out of line, you take a deep breath, letting it out slowly. It's not a big deal, just one paper. Problem? You look up and realize that one of your professor... Oh, yeah, you and your professor are the only ones left in the lecture hall. Just a little disappointed. Let me guess. You had straight A's in high school. I got A minuses one time. May I? She holds out her hand and you give her a paper. She skims through the first page, nodding to herself. Yes, I remember this one. Your thesis was very strong, but I found your supporting arguments a bit unpolished. Perhaps another round of editing next time? You're right. It did need some more polish. I just... You cut yourself off, looking down at your shoes. Sorry. You probably don't want to hear any excuses. I'll do better next time. Professor Bott raises an eyebrow at you. I always want my students to tell me what's troubling them, Lucas. And if, as it so happens, we're currently within my scheduled office hours, so... Okay. The thing is, last year... I had a traumatic experience. I'd rather not go into details, but needless to say, I'm still recovering. I'm very sorry to hear that. I generally feel well enough to attend classes, but I have to be careful to prioritize my health as well. Last week I was forced to choose between spending another hour on that paper or getting a much-needed hour of sleep. Professor Bott looks back down at your paper. She reads for a long moment, flipping through the pages. So, did you want to talk about my paper, or... First, I want to admire your self-awareness. It usually takes until junior year for students to realize the importance of sleep. Thank you. I wish I hadn't had to learn the hard way. I'm sure you do. Second, I have a question. Can you guess why I remembered your paper in particular? Because I use the word juxtapose too much? At least 4 times by my count. I've been trying to cut back. Actually, your paper stood out because of the passages like this. Many choose to draw a distinction between the natural world and the world humanity creates for itself, but to separate ourselves from nature is to deny responsibility for its well-being. We do so at our own peril. She hands the paper back to you, smiling. You're very passionate about your environmental conservation, aren't you? Yeah, ever since I was a kid. I'd like to get involved with politics someday. I want to write laws to protect the environment. A worthy goal indeed. Hold on to that passion, Lucas. That, more than anything, is what's going to set you apart. You hug the paper to your chest, grinning wide with excitement. I will, I promise. Thank you so much, Professor. I trail off and an alarm starts going off on your phone. Oh, the memorial. Sorry, I have to go. There's somewhere I have to be. You stuff your paper in your bag and head towards the door. Lucas? You pause, looking back to see Professor Bott smiling at you. Yes, Professor? Do stop by the exhibit I mentioned. I think you'll enjoy it very much. It's like a female Vasquez if you didn't enjoy it. I will, thanks again. Hopefully we see her again. Grinning, you hurry out the lecture hall and into the afternoon sun. Now playing as Ava, the hours quietly creep by as you type feverishly on your laptop. Hang on, this dude was born in 1912. That would mean he's... Hey, it's Ava. Hi, Ava. Your eyes flicker up to see Tom, waving enthusiastically as he approaches his table. Shh. Just hold still, Ava. If you don't move, maybe he'll think you're dead. Ha ha. Tom sits down, peering curiously at the stacks of books and paper strewn around you. Westchester's dark history, forbidden magics. What is all this stuff? You sigh, spinning your laptop around so Tom can see. This is everything the library has on the Westchester spooky history. Plus a bunch of stuff that I found at Cora's house. You went back there and took her stuff? I thought the cops locked that place down. Yeah, well, Cora would have wanted me to have it. Someone has to continue her work. I do what I want. I do what I want. Actually sounds like a good one. Someone has to continue her work. The power's still out there, and it's only a matter of time before it starts causing trouble again. Someone needs to be ready when it does. Someone has to protect our world from the forces of the unknown. And so begins Ava's storyline. Please? Cool. Can I help? No. You remind me of a Sam Winchester. Have you heard of Supernatural? Aw, why not? You're too happy. Tom leans forward, squinting at a small leather-bound journal sitting open in front of you. The rites of becoming... What's that mean? Becoming what? Close the book. Who knows? Witchy stuff. Tom eyes you suspiciously and then goes back to scanning your notes. So, how far back did these stories go? Farther than we have records of. There were local legends about a forest spirit long before Cora's group got here. Some of these stories are total crap, though. Plenty of idiots swear that Sasquatch lives in these woods. Wait, you're telling me that all this stuff is real, but Sasquatch isn't? That's totally different. Sasquatch doesn't even... You spluttered to stop, scowling at Tom. Sorry, don't mean to give you a hard time. This magic stuff is still pretty weird to me. I'm glad you guys told me what was really going on. It's just hard to believe that when I haven't seen it, you know? What about that thing where you were a zombie? Seriously, clammy skin, evil glowing eyes, the whole deal? Yeah, I still don't really remember any of that. I remember passing out in the gym, and I remember waking up in the woods days later. Everything between is just a weird blur. Fine. You want to see some magic? Yeah? Move your computer aside, then place a quarter on the table in front of you. Hovering the coin with one hand, you start to move it in circles, and then the circles get smaller and smaller until... presto. You lift your hand, and the quarter's gone. What? How'd you do that? Where'd it go? Blah, blah, blah. True magician, blah, blah, blah. Secrets. Ha, ha, ha. Okay, you win. Magic is real. Still laughing, Tom glances at his watch. His face falls a little, and he stands up. Better go return my books. You going to the thing tonight? The memorial? Yeah, I'll be there. Cool. Sounds like a lot of people are coming. Hope to see you there. Maybe you can teach me that magic trick. You wait until Tom's out of sight, then pick up the quarter from your lap and set it back on the table. It's like a bone every minute. Stare at the quarter unblinkingly, your eyes begin to burn, your heart quickening as the rest of the world seems to blur. Come on. Quarter quivers, then shoots up off the table. You slump back in your seat, drained but grinning. Awesome. So she retained, like, a very tiny bit of power. After school, you enter the auditorium. By the way, we're playing as Dan. Making your way towards a freshman sitting by herself. Hey, Izzy? Do I know you? You're very pretty, Izzy. I'm, Dan, your peer counselor? Oh, right. You take a seat a few chairs down from Izzy. She ignores you playing with her phone. What you doing? Nothing, just a stupid game. Oh, yeah? Why play if it's stupid? I don't know, because everything else is more stupid. That's a pretty serious accusation. Have you tried everything? No. Ugh. As he stuffs her phone into her pocket and crosses her arms, scowling at the floor. So your teacher said you've been missing from some classes lately? And there were, an incident after a friend of yours? I guess. Izzy, do you want to talk about it? Not really. Okay. Does that mean you sort of do? Maybe just a little? As he chews on her lip, still staring down. I didn't mean to scream at Kendra or Miss Class. I haven't been sleeping great lately, or much at all. Any particular reason? As he fidgets in their seat, looking at you sideways. No offense, but I don't think it's really something you would be able to, Oh! Oh my gosh, you're that guy! That guy? As his face flushes pink. I didn't mean... I'm sorry. I've heard a bunch of rumors is all. I should say. And what have you heard? People say all kinds of dumb stuff. Like what? Like, you drank a whole bottle of rubber cement and they found you naked in a cave? Okay, that's... What? What? I just... Okay, we're gonna move on. You stare for a minute and burst out laughing. I'm sorry. It's fine. That's not even the weirdest thing I've heard. Honestly, at this point, I'm used to it. But, we're not here to talk about me. What's keeping you up at night? And he rubs at her arm. There's just some stuff going on with my parents. That's rough. It's hard to care about school stuff when bad stuff is happening at home. Whatever. It's nothing like what happened to you. I mean, I don't know what happened to you, but Izzy, it's not a contest. What happened to me is a long story. Honestly, in some ways, it's probably not as bad as you've heard, and in some ways, it's probably worse. Stress, trauma, whatever. We all experience stuff differently, and we all respond to it differently. Yeah. As he swallows. My grandma died a couple weeks ago, and my dad's not handling it great, and I'm kind of worried about him. He's been drinking more, a lot more. I'm listening. And he takes a deep breath and slowly, painfully begins to talk. Now playing as Noah. You're sitting alone at a booth near the back of the restaurant, lost in thought. Refresh your coffee? Sure, thanks. Jane. What did you say? Your heart practically leaps out of your chest with the waitress refilling your coffee. Doesn't seem to notice. Jane. That's my name. I just figured we ought to get to know each other, considering this is the third time I've seen you this week. Oh, right. Sure, okay. And this is the part where you tell me your name. Yeah, my name is, Malcolm. It's Malcolm. Nice to meet you, Malcolm. Yeah, same. She finishes pouring your coffee and then sets the pot down and takes a seat. So, where are you from? I'm from Oregon. No kidding. It's quite a hike. You running from something? Jane winks and you find yourself laughing nervously. Sorry. I was just kidding. Am I being rude? I feel like I'm being rude. No, you're fine. I'm just, in the area looking for, work. I do landscaping. Interesting. Take a sip of coffee to hide your shaking hands. So what brings you to this dump so often? I like the food. Compared to what, roadkill? I don't know, I've had worse. Oh, you poor thing. Sure, laugh, it feels good, but like letting out a breath you've been holding too long. So, hey, can I ask you something? Sure. Well, I'm just wondering, as often as I see you in here, how come you're always alone? The breath catches in your throat just as the bell above the door rings announcing the arrival of new customers. Be right with you! Jane sighs and rolls her eyes as she pushes up from the table. Well, Malcolm, it was nice talking to you. Let's do it again sometime. You nod, but your eyes have locked onto two new customers and their badges. Oh no. As Jane makes her way towards the front of the restaurant, you quietly get up from the table and head for the back door. Halfway there, a nagging thought leaps up from the back of your mind and drags you to a stop. I didn't tip her. There's no time. Just go, Noah. Just turn around and go. Glance in Jane's direction, feeling conflicted. Go back and leave a tip. Damn it. Cursing your stupidity, you hurry back and toss $10 on the table just in time to overhear the conversation in the front. Oh, do you mean Malcolm? Yeah, he's right over... You start running before you can ever hear the end of the sentence. And you keep running, long and long after. Now playing as Connor, as night falls, the town gathers in front of the library for the memorial. Whoa, big turnout. Your mom spots you in the crowd and beckons you over. You climb up the steps and she pulls you into a tight hug. There you are. Thank you for agreeing to speak tonight. It sounds like none of John's other friends felt up to it. Good to know I was your last choice. I hope it's not too hard on you. I just thought it would be best if the words came from someone who knew them well. Oh, and before I forget, I was cleaning out the attic last night and found this. She produces a DVD case labeled Stacy and Friends in John's yard. Hang on, is this the one of the old home videos I shot? Yes, I believe this was taken shortly after they all met in elementary school. In any case, seeing them all so happy made me smile on this sad day. I was wondering if you'd be alright with playing the video at the end of the memorial. Goodness knows we could use some more smiles. Mother of shit. No, now see... I hate you right now. When you're watching an adorable scene from Happier Times, this is your last chance to see the gang all together in Book 1. Pixelberry, are you hinting at a book 2 here? Oh, you sly dog. No. I will begin working on Diamond Edition, though. Just keep that in mind. Oh, alright. I suppose it was a silly idea. She tucks the DVD back into her pocket, and the two of you walk towards a podium set up on the stairs. A hush falls over the crowd as your mom speaks into the microphone. Good evening, everyone. It warms my heart to see you all gathered here tonight. As you know, today marks the 1 year since wild animals attacked Westchester High, injuring dozens and killing Cora Pitchard. In the crowd, you spot somber faces of Westchester High teaching staff. Later, that same night, another life was lost in a tragic cave collapse. Standing beside the podium, you feel your skin bristle. Wild animal attack, a tragic cave collapse. Keep your mouth shut because they would look at you all like you're crazy. Fuming, you bite back your word as your mom continues her speech. Noah Marshall, a person of interest in the case, remains unaccounted for. If you know anything about his whereabouts, please let the police or my office know. Now, I'd like to call up my son, Connor, to have a few words about who lost their lives in the tragedy of last year. She steps aside and you take her place at the podium. Behind you, workers set up a projector and a large screen. Hey everyone, Your voice catches, tears starting to form in your eyes. Desperately, you look out across the crowd for a familiar face. God damn it, y'all gonna make me cry. You take a deep breath and then continue. I wasn't close with everyone we lost last year, but I hope I can still do them justice. Picking up a small remote, you turn on the projector. I don't really know Cora, but she helped my sister and her friends out of a tough spot. Cora is someone I wish I knew. We all heard stories about Bridge the Witch, but underneath the rumors was a real person. All I know about that person is that she was tough and she helped people who needed it. The world needs more people like that. Sounds like someone figured out how we know each other. Gonna let me in on the secret? I just feel so powerless sometimes. A lot of time, actually. That settles it. Connor, get in the back. Lucas, you drive. We're going to the hospital. You stare at the photo of John for a long, silent moment, thoughts swirling in your head. John, what the hell do I say? I remember when we were all kids. I remember you and my sister playing tag in our house, or burning popcorn on the stove. Then that thing happened with Jane Marshall, and was like you dropped off the face of the earth. Then 10 years later, I see you walking down the side of the road. You changed so much, you were exactly the same. You were exactly the same. Same smile, same walk, same smartass attitude. I still can't believe I didn't guess who you were right away. I can't stop thinking about what I could have done differently that night. What if I had gone with you? What if I had just duct taped myself together and jumped in the car? If I'd done that, would you be alive right now? You clench your teeth, blinking back away more tears. Maybe not. Maybe I would be dead too. I guess I'll never know. Down below, people begin to turn to each other, whispering and casting confused glances in your direction. That's all I had to say. Thank you. Step back from the mic and make your way down the library steps. You watch from the edge of the crowd as your mom makes a few closing remarks. People begin to drift away into the night. Long after the crowd has dispersed, you find yourself sitting on the library steps. I can't believe it's already been a year. Right? Feels like it all happened yesterday. Really? I feel like my life's totally different now. I mean, I'm not currently being stalked by a homicidal shadow monster, so that's nice. Yeah, seriously. You see Jocelyn earlier? I talked to her a little. Sounds like she's doing a lot better. That's good. Better like she can walk again, or better like not being a jerk anymore. I'm glad she's alright. Her actions saved a lot of people from those monsters. A short silence falls as you look out over the quiet street, thinking back over the past year. I'm really glad to be here, even if not all of us are. Dan rests his hand on your shoulder, giving it a quick squeeze. I miss them too. Can we stay in touch? I don't know about you, but I feel like I just need this every once in a while and just talking about what happened. I hear you. I say we make a promise to always have each other's backs, no matter what. Andy grins, ruffling Tom's hair. Yeah, we're gonna have a hell of a time getting rid of me. No matter what. I'm in. Cool. You sigh, leaning back against the steps, and find your thoughts drifting towards John. Do you ever wonder? Do you think John's still out there? Who knows? I guess it's possible freaky powers and all. Yeah. But who knows what that power does to you? Yeah. John may not even be John anymore. Huh. Want to know what happened after the game was over? This is your chance to play a scene as the new monster. This scene also includes a teaser for the next book. Son of a... Oh, God damn it. Okay. Alright. I love all of you. I'll at least grant this. Here we go. Play as the monster. Now playing as John as the monster. You drift through the forest, unaware of the passage of time. Barely more than a shadow, you pass straight through solid branches, following whims that you don't fully understand. You find yourself floating before the entrance to the ruins. A memory slowly bubbles to the surface. No friends, no play. Friends. Turning, you flow out of the clearing, another memory drawing you forward. Here we both fought and found, technically. Fought. The clearing ripples around you. Hiss! Look out! Come over here, I'll show you how tough I am. Roar! As quickly as they arise, the memories are gone again. Agitated, you slither back towards the ruins, trailing darkness like smoke. In the hallway, you pause, bending down to examine the words carved in the stone floor. Redfield. Reach out with the shadowy fingers. As soon as you touch the name, another memory boils up from the depths. Redfield's not here anymore. He hasn't been here for 10 years. Not here. Redfield, not here. You dive down the stairs into the cavern below. There, you flit from boulder to boulder searching. Not here. Not here. You search, growing frustrated soon. You're flinging boulders across the cavern, shattering stalactites in your anger. Not here! Not here! Where? You look down at a small object on the ground, half hidden beneath a boulder. Gently you pick up the whistle, holding in front of your shadowy face. Jane. Poor Mr. Rad. She holds out her hand, and you reach out to take it. When you find yourself alone in the cavern. Not Mr. Red. John. Meanwhile, on the other side of the woods. A cold wind blows through the trees, sending ripples skimming across the dark surface of the lake. The only sound, besides the wind and the water, are the quiet footsteps on the grass. A woman emerges from the forest. Her eyes stare ahead, unseeing. She takes another step, then another, her foot splashing onto the frigid water. What? Dazed, she looks down at her hands, which are scraped and bleeding. Where? How did I? She trails off, hearing a voice on the wind, a voice that comes from the lake itself. Who? Who's there? What's going on? Something moves beneath the surface. No. It can't be. No! She recoils, feet slipping into the mud, bringing her crashing down in the shallows. She scrambles backwards, desperate. Get away! Get! Darkness bleeds out from the depths like ink. Slow tendrils coiling around her, the woman goes still, her eyes losing their focus. She stares, transfixed into the dark water. Slowly she stands and begins to walk forward again. A moment later, the only thing left of her are a few ripples on the surface of the water. And a moment later, even those are gone. The end. For now. Really. I mean, I know we got book 2. And the interesting thing about that is what's in the water? Mr. Red never dealt with the water. Mr. Red never did that sort of thing. So, is there perhaps a second monster? Will we be the lesser of 2 monsters? Will we be the good monster? What exactly, who, what, where, and when? Huh. I don't know what to say. I feel like this is not the end for our main character. Hopefully Pixelberry takes some time, develops book 2 correctly, especially if they're going to import you as a monster, while maybe your friends, or maybe new characters, who knows, maybe cameos, I don't know. But wouldn't it be nice? Maybe I'm just future thinking, like having a Braidwood Manor type esque thing happen, where you were brought back. Maybe you're not completely gone. Maybe you can be reborn. I don't know. But if they did Braidwood Manor the way they did, I could see it happening in this type of book as well. Um, Hell, we've seen the world torn apart in Endless Summer. We've seen the world torn apart in Hero. We've seen all sorts of things. So it's not above and beyond them at all. And that's my thought. Um, would I have changed any of my decisions? No. And who knows? Maybe Noah will play an intricate part in the future. Hopefully, maybe he'll move on and have a life of his own. Um, I don't entirely hate Noah. I understand why the reasons why he did what he did. So with that being said, perhaps if you guys ever want to sit and talk with me about this, do more in-depth thought processes and whatnot, when I do streams and stuff now, fans come in and ask me, questions and stuff like this. Um, so hey, stay on the lookout for when I stream, probably later today. With that being said, I hope y'all did really enjoy. Like I said, I'm going to be working on the Diamond Edition, so stay tuned for that, as well as we're working on Endless Summer. We're kind of tidbitting here and there. We're already up to Endless Summer Book 3 on the Diamond Editions. We're going to be working on Royal Romance Book 2, and then other Diamond Editions as we go. And then we're also adding a lot of variety to the channel, so hopefully you guys do check that out. Hopefully you do enjoy it. Which, speaking of which, if you did, head down the description below. There's links to social media, links to our Discord, and links to support me and my content. Please do so if you really did enjoy the content. It helps to get more content done, more Diamond Editions, and things like that. Otherwise, hit that like and share button, and until next time, stay well, stay awesome, and thanks for watching. Peace.